Good morning. My name is George Macon, and I am one of your stewardship co-chairs for this year. I'd like to unpack my title a little bit here. I'm a co-chair with Barbara Begner. Together we run the stewardship committee. That is, in parliamentary language, we chair it. That's pretty straightforward, so that brings us to stewardship. This is where it gets deep. A steward is a person who manages or maintains something on behalf of and in the interest of another, usually absent person. This has two parts. What thing are we as a committee maintaining, and on whose behalf are we maintaining it? The obvious thing that this committee does is to raise money for the annual operating budget for this congregation. But that doesn't really fit in with the maintain part of the definition. So I look around to find something that's being maintained. There's no obvious property to maintain in the traditional sense. While UUCA does have an endowment, that's managed by the UUCA Endowment Fund, which is a separate legal entity. The answer is that the Stewardship Committee is stewarding something intangible, the congregation itself. The church in the ancient meaning of a group of or gathering of people. Our goal is to ensure that this community, this congregation, continues to exist into the future. That takes money, certainly, but money is not the point. So the Stewardship Committee is maintaining the congregation on behalf of itself, but on behalf of its future self. We all maintain this community, this loving community, so that it will exist for those people who will need to find it in the future, and not only for those of us who stay. It is important for this community not to stagnate, but to continue to grow, not just in size, but in positive impact on the city of Atlanta, the state of Georgia, the United States, and the world at large. This community is built by every member giving generously of their time, their talent, and their treasure. If you have time to volunteer, I encourage you to do so. If you have the talent to enrich this community, I encourage you to use it. And if you have the treasure to enable the amazing things happening here, I encourage you to give generously. We cannot do our work in this world without your financial support, whether it takes the form of a pledge to the Capital Campaign, to the annual Stewardship Campaign, or a virtual dollar bill placed in our virtual offering basket at uuca.org/give. We thank you very much to your gift to all of these efforts.